Hello, welcome to our bioinformatics class, and today we are going to look at the basic commands that are used in Linux command line. I'll wish that you work with me. If you have a laptop nearby, you can just open it and go to your terminal. I'm using the WSL Ubuntu Linux for Windows. So where I am currently, you can see where the $sign is and this tilde sign. Ensure you are there and then we can begin. So I want to know exactly where I am on my terminal. So the command prompt for that is print work directory. Print work directory. So I'll have to type it. It's in small letters PWD. So that is the command line that shows you where you are in your terminal. Print work directory. So when I click enter, it's able to show me the exact place, the exact location I'm in within my terminal. I hope you have done that on your end. And now, once I know where I am, for example, I can see at home Grace. So Grace is my my username. I know it will give you based on what username you are using to open up, based on the username you used while opening up your WSL. So once I have known where I am, I want to create a directory. And then inside my directory, I want to have files that I will place in that specific directory. So I want to create a directory and give it a name. For example, ABZ, that will be the file name, the name of my directory. So the command line, the command prompt for making a directory, it is mk, that is make directory dir without space. So that is the command for make directory, and then put a space and then give the name of your directory. My directory's name will be ABZ, and make sure you remember while using the Linux command line, you have to be very sensitive of cases. So like I've used capital letters for ABZ, I shouldn't forget that. So I have created a file, a directory by the name ABZ with the command mkdir, make directory. So when I click enter, I have created that particular directory. And remember, we said PWD, print work directory, shows you the exact place where you are. So when I came to make directory ABZ, I created that directory at the exact location I was in. I was at home where my username is. So when I want to find if I've successfully created that directory ABZ, I will have to type ls where I am currently to see whether I was successful. And ls is list, and again it's in small letters, so ls. Bear with me, I have many other directories and other files within, so I know you might see a lot, but for yours maybe you have just a single file. But let's see if we can see ABZ. So when I click enter, then I can begin to check. Actually, I see ABZ right there. So I have successfully created a directory and by the name ABZ. I hope you are with me. I hope you're getting it. Maybe a thumbs up where you are and just update me where you are getting this from. That will be helpful. So if I want to clear up my space, like a teacher you've taught and the blackboard is full and you want to erase everything, you type clear, C-L-E-A-R, clear. So when I type clear and press enter in small letters, it will clear everything and make this short board or maybe the terminal empty of the many things that are listed. You can also use another command where you say Control L. So when I press Control L, it will clear everything. Or just do clear where you are and then enter. So I've already created space for my terminal. Where were we? Once again, print work directory. So I'm at home Grace and I have already created a directory by the name ABZ. So I want to get inside that directory. What do? I want to change my location from home, where I am currently, to the directory that I've created, A, B, Z. So what I'll do is change directory, that is CD space. I'm changing the directory. I'm coming from where I have been at home into the newly created directory A, B, Z, and then enter. So if I print work directory pwd and check, you can see, guys, where I am. I am inside the directory ABZ. That is how you get into that directory. And now I want to create different files and put these files inside the directory ABZ. So to create files, you use a command called touch in small letters. Touch. So touch is used when you want to create a file. So for example, I want to create two files. File number 1 will be called 123 and file number 2 will be called 456. So I want to create file number 1. The name of file number 1 is 123. So you write touch space 123, touch space blah blah blah, the name of the file you're creating, and then press enter. I want to create another file within the same directory and call it 456. So the same command, touch 456, and so on. If I want to create another file again within ABZ and give it a name, maybe I can give it a name Grace. Let me use my name, but this time, okay, I'm avoiding to use my name because it's in the home. We can do 789, or you can try with another name that is interesting to you. So I've created three files in that particular directory. File number 1, 2, and 3, namely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 3 files in that directory. But all this time I haven't seen or checked whether it is true that files are inside the ABZ. So I want to list everything that is within the ABZ file, or in other words, I want to open up that ABZ directory and check whether the 3 files are inside. So what I'll do is to list anything that is in that directory. So when I press ls enter, it will name, or it will list for me the files that are inside. As you can see, there is file 1, 1, 2, 3, based on what based on the name I gave it. file 2, file 2, I'm sorry, file 2 is 456, and file 3, 7, 8, 9. Maybe if you're getting disturbed with the kind of numbers, I want to use other names for the file. So I'll still do touch and maybe give a name. My first, I want to use names of flowers because I'm in love with flowers. So maybe the first file will be roses. Enter. I want to create another file and name it Lily. So I've created 2 more files in that directory. So far I have 5 files. So when I list, I'll see the content of my directory. As you can see, I have this file 1, 2, 3, this other file, this other file, this other file named Lily, and that file named Roses. Now, suppose I want to delete a particular file. Okay, before deleting, suppose I want to write inside a particular file. I want to write something within that file. So I want to write something in the file named Lily. So when you want to do text editing, or maybe to write inside a file, or to open up a file so that you can see the content and write in it, you use the command nano. So when I do nano space, then the name of the file, I want to write something in the file called Lily. So when I do nano Lily, enter, I have successfully opened that file and I can write something inside that file. So I can write, for example, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So inside that file, I have written I'm doing well, or anything else. They could be even sequences or whatever thing you want to do in the file. So once you have written something in the file and you want to save, you say Control X and then click yes or click Y. Okay, quit. Sorry for that. I lost you somewhere. So when I press Control X, I'm actually cancelling. Welcome back. I'm sorry for that interruption. So we had created files 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Lily and Roses. If you want to delete a particular file, for example, I want to delete file labeled 789. So what I'll do is remove file. So RM for remove, then space. I want to remove 789. Then I click enter. So when I click enter, I have already deleted that file. I want to check whether I successfully deleted file 789 from the directory ABZ. So what I do, I check what is in by pressing LS. Sure. we don't have 7, 8 now, 9 for now. I also want to delete 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, all of them at once without deleting them separately. So what I'll do is remove file 1, 2, 3 space and then 4, 5, 6, enter. So I have in the first remove, I only removed a single file. But suppose you have several files that you want to remove, instead of removing them one by one, you can do remove and then list each file separated with a space. So as you can see, if I want to check whether 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 are no longer present in my ABZ directory, I do ls enter. And sure enough, we are left with only Lily and Roses as our two files. I want to remove now not a file, but I want to remove the entire directory with its component in it. So I have this directory ABZ, which in it I have two files, Lily and Roses. So there is a command for removing a directory called rm remove, but because you're not removing a file, you must specify that it is a directory, remove directory. So if I do this, I want to remove an empty directory. So I want you to see what's gonna happen. So if I want to remove directory A, B, Z, first of all, it is not possible because that is currently where I am. So if I try this, see the kind of error it will give me. The reason as to why it gives such an error is because I'm currently present in file ABZ, and yet I still want to remove that particular file. So what this means is that this command at this point, remove directory ABZ, will be trying to look for another directory within the ABZ that is labeled ABZ, which is not present, and that is why it says no such file or directory. So for me to remove ABZ, I need to get out of it. So I need to go back to home. And for you to go back to home where we first began, you press CD in small letters, CD space, and then this tilde sign, and I press enter. So that is a command that takes you to the home, the main directory that was at home. So I want to check if truly I'm at home. pwd print work directory, and yes, I'm in home. So it was at home where I created the ABZ. So for me to delete ABZ, I need to be out of the ABZ. So now let's write our prompt, remove directory ABZ. But what did I say? When you do this, remove directory ABZ, it's only applicable if ABZ was empty of any file. But remember, our ABZ has two more files in it. Okay, let's try and see if we are going to successfully remove file ABZ. So it says failed to remove ABZ because the directory is not empty. So suppose ABZ was empty, we would have successfully removed or deleted that particular directory. So for you to remove a directory that has contents in it, and you want to remove the directory together with everything that is in it, then what you're gonna do is remove directory recursively together with everything that is in it. So that is the command line, and then give the name of that particular directory, press enter. So sorry for that. So initially we were inside the ABZ file, and once again to check the contents of the ABZ, I mean not file directory, you do ls, and we said ABZ directory has two files, Lily and Rose. So for us to delete the directory, you must be out of it. So we are changing our location from being inside the directory to home directory. And so when we print work directory, so we are at home and we want now to delete the ABZ file that is not empty. In it, it has two files, Lily and Roses. So the command for that is remove recursively. Then we want now the name of our directory. So that is the command, remove recursively file directory labeled ABZ. So this command will remove ABZ directory together with its components. So if I want to check whether I still have ABZ, I will do list and see whether in my list of directories I still have a directory labeled ABZ. Ensure, as you can see, there is no such directory. I said once again, if you want to clear your terminal to be clean, you can type clear. It erases everything. Once again, to check where you are, pwd. And finally, if I want to trace back each and every step that I've made after clearing what I've cleared on the terminal, always do history. So when I type history, enter, it will give me a list of all the commands I have used. As you can see, these are the various commands I have run today. And if I want to clear it again, you can do Control L or clear. So I have been using clear. Let's see Control L, Control L. It works super best. Till next time, keep it up here. Next time we will be diving deeper into bioinformatics. Thank you so much. Bye bye.